2.5 miles beneath the surface of the Indian Ocean, where the pressure would crush a submarine and the water temperature swings from near freezing to over 750 degrees Fahrenheit, there lives a creature so extraordinary that when scientists first discovered it, they refused to believe their own data. A snail. A tiny, unassuming snail. But this is no ordinary mollusk. This creature has done something no other animal on Earth has ever accomplished. It builds its own body armor, out of iron. This is the scaly-foot snail, and its story is one of the most unbelievable examples of evolution ever recorded. In the year 2001, a team of researchers exploring the Kairai hydrothermal vent field in the Indian Ocean pulled up something that stopped them cold. Attached to the walls of an active volcanic vent was a snail unlike anything science had ever documented. Its shell was dark and metallic. Its foot, the soft, fleshy part that most snails use to crawl, was covered in hundreds of tiny, overlapping scales. And when they tested those scales in the lab, the results came back as iron sulfide, pyrite, the same mineral we know as fool's gold. This tiny creature, barely the size of a golf ball, had somehow figured out how to incorporate iron into its own body. Not metaphorically, not partially. Its shell and scales are literally reinforced with iron minerals extracted from the volcanic chemicals surrounding it. To understand why this snail evolved iron armor, you need to understand where it lives. Hydrothermal vents are cracks in the Earth's crust where superheated water, loaded with dissolved minerals and toxic chemicals, erupts from beneath the seafloor. The water here can reach temperatures above 750 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pitch dark. The pressure is 400 times what you feel on the surface. There is no sunlight, no photosynthesis, and no connection to the world above. Life down here runs on a completely different fuel, chemosynthesis. Bacteria feed on the chemicals from the vents, and everything else feeds on the bacteria. This environment is one of the most hostile on the planet, and yet it's teeming with life. Giant tube worms, ghostly white crabs, eyeless shrimp, and right there among them, sitting calmly on the side of a vent that could melt lead, is our iron-armored snail. The scaly-foot snail has a remarkable three-layered shell. The outer layer is coated in iron sulfide, giving it a dark metallic look. The middle is a thick organic shock absorber, and the inner layer is a hard calcium structure, like any ordinary snail. But the real innovation is on its foot. Hundreds of tiny overlapping scales, mineralized with iron sulfide, function like chainmail. When a predator strikes, the scales absorb and distribute the force and can even blunt a crab's claw. Researchers were so fascinated by this design that they studied it for military applications, finding the three-layer system outperforms many synthetic armors. This snail evolved armor that human engineers are still trying to replicate. So how does a snail build armor out of iron? The answer involves one of the strangest partnerships in the animal kingdom. The scaly-foot snail doesn't do it alone. It has bacteria living inside a special gland in its body. These bacteria take in the iron and sulfur compounds dissolved in the vent water and convert them into iron sulfide nanoparticles. The snail then deposits these nanoparticles onto its shell and scales. It's essentially running a microscopic iron forge inside its own body, powered by symbiotic bacteria. No other animal on Earth does this. Not a single one. Think about that for a moment. Humans needed thousands of years of civilization to learn how to work with iron. This snail has been doing it for millions of years in the darkest corner of the planet, without anyone knowing. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. In 2019, the scaly-foot snail became the first deep-sea animal ever to be listed as endangered because of deep-sea mining. The same hydrothermal vents that give this snail its incredible abilities are rich in valuable minerals that mining companies want to extract. The scaly-foot snail lives in only 3 known locations in the entire world. 3 tiny patches of ocean floor. If those vents are disturbed or destroyed by mining operations, this species could vanish forever. An animal that survived millions of years in one of Earth's harshest environments could be wiped out by human industry before most people even learn it exists. Every active mining exploration license in the Indian Ocean overlaps with at least one of the scaly-foot snail's known habitats. The clock is ticking. The scaly-foot snail is a reminder that the most extraordinary creatures on this planet are often the ones we know the least about. In the deepest, darkest trenches of our oceans, evolution is still producing miracles that put our best technology to shame. An iron-armored snail, living proof that nature's engineering is still far beyond anything we can create. If this video fascinated you, subscribe to Zoomania for more of the most extreme, rare, and unbelievable animals on Earth. And if you want to see more creatures with abilities that seem impossible, check out the video on screen right now.